Hello there everyone, welcome to Arceus Chapter 3 Season 5. It feels nice to be doing a video like this again. I loved doing these back in Chapter 2, but I don't really know why I stopped necessarily after Season 4. But then for Chapter 3 Season 4, so last season, I tried to do it, but the old build, I couldn't handle recording or having all of this up. But this one can, so we're doing this. So, hello everybody. I said that already. I have not recorded a video in a long time, and this is kind of an impulse. I have exams like in 2 days. I need to get this done quick. But anyways, so this is the spawn. So we're doing an overview today. We're just gonna kind of look through the island. You're going to kind of get a view of what it looks like from dev, like what I see. Like say this, and I will also go over some like why some choices are, and we'll briefly go over all of the UEFN stuff because, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna pull a screenshot like up on the screen like now. The OBS is being weird. It looks really funny. Okay, but so I'm not really going to talk about Spawn Island because it's pretty simple. But this is like the best Spawn Island I would say we've had so far. Because all the other ones are kind of. But anyways, this is what the map looks like. So this is, I would say, the strongest the map has been since the launch of Chapter 3. So let's just get straight into it. So first of all, how did this happen? Because if anyone remembers, Season 4 looked like this. That is not a natural change. So at the time of recording this, the event has not been released. So if you don't want to hear why this is all happening, I would recommend skipping to this time to avoid any possible event spoilers. So when it releases, you can watch it and enjoy it. But for the people who don't care, or for the people who have seen the event, well, obviously people who've seen the event can also skip to that. But for the people who haven't seen the event and don't care and just want to know the story, the lore, so what exactly happened is, in the event, obviously, they defeated Jones. That was a given. But Jones didn't cause all of this. This was caused by a random shock reaction about a month after the events of Takedown. Like, they built this swirly land, which we'll get to later, was being constructed. And then all of this just kind of happened. It was very sudden, and now time has completely frozen, and the points are dormant, as you can see here. Except for the tier 1. So the points can be reactivated. This will be explained more in obviously story quests that I hope to do. No promises though. But it is the plan. But yeah, so, and the activation brought in this. So that's kind of the TLDR of the lore. I want to, at some point, go through the entire lore a bit deeper, but I'm really busy. Like, I have a lot of things going on over the next couple months, like a bunch of really important stuff. So I'm not really sure if I'll get time, but if I get time, I 100% will do such a video. Anyways, so the first location we're going to go over is this one, is Collision Coliseum, returning from Chapter 2 Season 5, which was a remake of the Coliseum from Chapter 2 Season 1. So immediately, it's not one-to-one. It's pretty close, but it's not one-to-one. Like say, as in like, I've added some extra details that we couldn't have originally due to the memory limitations of 1.0. but due to UEFN having much greater memory, much more memory basically, we can succeed in doing more stuff. So there's a few things in here, but it's kind of just minor stuff. But the big change from Season 5 of Chapter 2 is the center, which instead of being desert and holding the teal points, it is now kind of it's snow, has a little ice lake, and holds some things that were in the wasteland biome last season, such as the tree partisans. Okay, and it also kind of affected the terrain around here. And this POI is not permanent. This POI is part of like the point activation, so it may not stay forever. So if you're looking to play and you're looking to pick a location to go through out of the new ones, I would recommend going Collision Coliseum because it may disappear at any point. So second POI we'll kind of go clockwise. So we'll go clockwise and then end in the center. No, we'll just go clockwise. Okay, so second of all, you cross this little bridge and walk into Frostfall City. So Cyber City was affected directly from the points and whatever they've done. Due to the points were located at Jump Point Island, which was about here? Yeah, it was about here. So Cyber City got hit, well, the south of it, and it is now covered. It's now been snow covered, and this is what it looks like. We've got some new buildings. I've gotten like a lot of feedback about this, and I love and the perspective of it all is overall been positive, as it adds like a lot more kind of color that this POI desperately needed. Like say you have the little octo shop here. This is a hell of a lot better than the big apartment that we see last season, although it serves the same purpose. Big shots, slip room, Tanuki Twinkle place with a little beanbag. Yo, that glow. That is crazy. What graphic settings am I on? Oh, I'm on like max, except for ray tracing. Great, that's actually great. I didn't actually notice on that. That was not intentional. Yeah. So other than like the south, like these few buildings, it's mostly just Cyber City from last season, except for the center, which has been taken over, has been taken control by the Resistance. But this one won't obviously last forever due to the whole reason the takeover of these POIs happened was to take down Jones, and Jones is gone. So there's no reason for these to exist anymore. So they will move out at some point, but due to obviously the points shenanigans, they're not really focused on it necessarily. But okay, that's how we remove this POI. Oh wait, honorable mention to Cyber Duck Store getting raided by the Duckles. I don't know why I added this, but it's really fun, in my opinion. Second of all, okay. So we have returning POI, remix POI. Here is one of the two fully new POIs, being Merry Markets. So Merry Markets is like, it's really like the placement of it is really great. It improves the flow of the game because it adds. Does my minimap? It doesn't. Okay, but I will pull up. Here is just a minimap shot. It really improves the center of the map. So like, here is a comparison to Season 4. Like the center was mostly water, but this place and then Jump Point Junction landmark, it really improves just the flow of the game, especially since the storm heavily biases specifically here. So honestly, it really helps having that. Also, just a little disclaimer. So by the time this is being posted, we will be in about 5.01 or 5.02. But this is being recorded in 5.0. So some things may not be accurate. Very minor things though, those two updates obviously being 01, 02, they're minor updates in themselves. So Merry Market's just a little market town. There isn't much to it. We have a house, no house over there, a little bird, pawn shop, with just some stuff. I need to get better at making videos. If I want to do this, like when I'm done with school, I need to get better at this. But overall, I'm glad for how this POI came out. It's really impressive. I'm impressed that I was able to fit so much into such a small area, considering the sheer scale of like the season 4 POIs. Like Retail Trail was the smallest POI before. Well, other than Coral Coast, but it was like the smallest like mainland POI, and then turned into this behemoth. And then now we tried to make something around the size of Retail again. So I'm really glad. I'm really proud of how it came out. And again, overall, just like the last, just like say that POI, very positive stuff so far. So obviously the season's been out for a week, so I've gotten some opinions. But overall, like yeah. So this one's gonna be brief, but Swirly Land. So Swirly Land's construction had begun in the month after takedown, but obviously due to time kind of stopping, it has not gotten time to finish. So it's kind of left in this under construction state. But over the for reasons I will not obviously reveal yet, because they will be explained later. The location will get built onto further over the season. So again, this, like the Colosseum, so the Colosseum may not be here forever. This POI in its current state will not be here forever, because obviously it's going to evolve. And then other than that, there's just like some random like landmarks that we've made. Like say we have this little structure, Mighty Mound. Pretty sure Mighty Mound, correct, I'll put it up now if I'm right over that. But I'm pretty sure Mighty Mound was a landmark at some point in the past. Which, if it was, is pretty ironic. I think it was over there. Over here. In like season 1 or 2, I want to say. Or it was the name for Four Musketeers. I'm not really sure though. Okay. Other funny landmarks? So let's see, these two. Low Taper Bridge. This one's in the gameplay trailer. I was asked to do this. I did it. It's really funny. No, it's not. Let's just move on. We have Ice King Llama. So King Llama exists in timelines. It exists in Redux. And this version is unique to this, to Arceus. All the other ones have like, I'll put up a screenshot now, like wooden player versions. You know, this one is just completely made of ice, and it's like kind of somewhat burnished on the inside, making it unique from the rest. And then, what else is there really? Okay, there's just Jump Point Junction. So this is kind of the, you could say the season 5 version of Jump Point Island, but it shares the same name as the location from Chapter 2 Season 6. And so it's kind of their main grounds because all the points are here. So this is kind of where everyone kind of resides for now, because the resistance like hasn't officially disbanded, but you could say it disbanded the moment that Jones's empire collapsed, because the point of the resistance was fighting Jones, but Jones isn't here anymore. But the resistance hasn't really gotten the chance to disband properly, so yeah. And I don't think they ever will, considering what's happening next, which you'll just have to wait for. But yeah, so overall, that is really everything, other than obviously the whole map being snow. This is not permanent, by the way. This was so due to some things in Minecraft, this season got like pushed back by like a month. It was meant to release in December, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. I'm just addressing this. So like that's where the idea for this snow map came over. But then I was also like, I wanted this area to be snow. I want the area around it to be snow. And it was kind of like, oh, let's make all of it snow. Because beneath this, Season 5 actually has a custom texture. So I'm not using because you may remember in Season 4, you can even see it in the event, is that the cyber grass did not look that good, because it had normal Chapter 4 grass on top. But that has all been resolved in this season. And some parts of that, specifically the wasteland, needed a good bit, a chunk of work, and there was just a bunch of minor things I wanted to do with it. And also I want to show off that I could finally do snow, because since Chapter 3's inception, I was like, I want to do a snow biome. There's meant to be a snow biome in Chapter 3 Season 2, because that was originally meant to release. If you've seen this infamous post, that was meant to release in December of 24. But yeah, so, and that was meant to have a snow biome. So I finally got to it, like over a year later, which better late than never, I guess. Oh yeah, also Little Road, just kind of connecting from. It was the road that was connecting here to Rampant Rios from Exotica, but it's kind of just been rerouted to connect over to Sudden Super. Yeah, well, okay. Overall, that is really it. There is like some other minor things, but I wanted to be some things that you can explore yourself. Hence why I didn't say fully in-depth explore every building, or there are some things that I have not really touched or interacted with, because I want you to explore some things yourself and explore obviously the map over the season as it evolves, because changes are coming due to these guys. But with that, that's the end of this little review video. Sorry for this one being, by the looks of it, this is like a lot longer than the ones I did in Chapter 2, but there was a lot to go through here, because yeah. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. This is all one cut, by the way, because I don't have time to edit. Well, I do have time to edit, but like, I need to get better at just talking in single cuts, because I can't edit like interview, because you can't go get a job and edit an interview. You can't do that. You need to do it all in one cut. So I want to do this in one cut, and also I did the other ones in one cut, so it makes more sense. Anyways, this is probably the longest one, most definitely actually. I'm not sure. I'm like 90% sure this is the longest one of these I've ever done. So with that, I'm gonna stop taking your time. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a comment or like a like if you want. And if there's good feedback, I will do something like this again for maybe other updates or new seasons. And I do plan, so like on relation to other videos, I will make a post or a video about that within the month of February, kind of explaining what the current situation is. Because for the last, like, for 2020, no, I'm not going to get into this because this video has been long enough already. I will make a post sometime this month, February, about that. With that, hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!